Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome to another action-packed card of All-Star Wrestling.
Yo, 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 yo. Y'all already know what it is. Listen, I have not made any replacements. I know it looked like different folks, but this is the no cap recap for BlerdCon 2022. Specifically, Docta D's dream panel and karaoke. But before we get into anything any of our recap, man, I would like to introduce my illustrious guests. Shout out from the Jobbeteers podcast, Battle Club Pro,
Yes.
all around real nigga. Janelle from HR. What's up, son?
What's going on? I want that on a t-shirt. A real nigga.
All around real.
I wear it too proudly. But thank you for having me.
Absolutely, always. Following her, we got my man. You catch him in the turnbuckle spaces every Tuesday and Thursday. Mr. My Kicks are my fix, and I do not miss on kicks at all. Brother Corey, what's going on, son?
What's going on, man?
So, man, you already know it was a wild weekend. It was definitely a wild weekend. And of course, man, the reason why we were all there this weekend, he dream panel, you know what I'm saying? Docta D is 15 years strong in the game. He's been doing it for us before we were here and knew we had to get it done for us beforehand. Brother Docta D, what's going on, sir?
Yo, what's going on, fam? Thank you for having me, brother. And put it like this, yeah. I mean, y'all made my night. I mean, y'all made my weekend. It's definitely probably the best BlerdCon weekend I've had in quite a while. I mean, every year gets better. Every year gets better, and it's because y'all make it happen. Not just me; it's everybody.
Talk about the growth of your dream panel from, I guess, the first time out to what it was this weekend with the addition of the karaoke and the growth of it. Like what are the big differences from the first time to this week and this year?
Well, basically, definitely the growth of BlerdCon itself. I mean, when I tested this out on the second year of BlerdCon, like I said, the first year there was nothing in terms of pro wrestling panel or the pro wrestling panel that was intended to be there. BlerdCon said there was a no-show. They didn't show up. So I took the reins basically from there because I knew there was a need for it, and off to the races it went. The second year, we just started off with one day, Saturday, and then I said, let me bump it up to 2 days to see, because there's a Friday crowd and there's a Saturday crowd, so not everybody gets to attend all weekend. So we made that room for everybody else to come either one day or two. And then, of course, the wrestling karaoke, that idea came to me just from last year when I'm sitting in a panel and then I'm hearing all this singing next door, and then it's like, what is that? So I snuck to that panel, which I couldn't get in because it was filled to capacity, and it was just basically a sing along of show tunes, Broadway, TV, film, all of that. And then next thing you know, I was like, okay, maybe I could do one for wrestling, and just by always going to the shows like WWE and AEW and so forth, and you hear everybody singing singing to these entrance themes and such, and you see that go along a lot. So I was like, okay, that's where the idea of the wrestling karaoke came from. And my thing is, I'm always find myself planning for next year's right after BlerdCon ends. So I'm always been in brainstorm mode, but at the same time, when I'm in brainstorm mode, I always feel like I have a good handle of having the plan mapped out for next year. So that's why this weekend has been highly successful, and it was like probably double my panels. Y'all were there. Y'all saw the standing room only. So yeah, so it was the right move. And again, it's people you just saw a lot of people that were happy that it was there, and they got to do whatever song they wanted to sing. So
Yo, it went really well. And before we proceed, we have a run in here, a true heel, the villain of the weekend, Brian H. Waters. What's up, man?
What it is, y'all? What it is? Why gotta
Just
be a villain?
call him Tequila.
Tequila.
Is this what we doing?
Terrible Mana. Not the terrible Mana. Hey, Corey, you Doc talked about the growth. You were there both days, and you were there last year. What did you see different? What did you like? And what exactly took over you when day one ish came on, and you just had to...
So, actually, I've been there every year. I think that he's done it. I've been there every year. It definitely grows exponentially from when he has started to where we're at now. It's just I think that adding that second day really helps, because like you mentioned, there are two different crowds. So being able to have two different kind of programs on each end, it really helps, and it really gets to showcase everything and cover everything. The Usos thing, so those friends are like my friends outside of everything. So I know all them, and every time we go to events, we all sit together and we actually do the same thing at the events when the Usos come out. So that was like already a thing for us. That's why we already knew what to do, because we always do that anyway.
That was great.
Yeah, it was really good. Now, I'm gonna tell you, Brian H. Doc, you did not get the fortunate happening of having to in one of these events, either the panel or the karaoke, didn't get a chance to sit next to yours truly during the panel. It is a very different experience. So I know Corey, you did as well. During karaoke, I was sitting next to Janelle from HR. Janelle, how was that experience? How did you enjoy the panel? And how was the karaoke?
So first things first, it was my very first BlerdCon. I've never even last year was my first Comic-Con. I specifically only went to each thing because it was a wrestling panel. Like, it was something wrestling. I'm not into the anime side of things, but it was cute and dope to see people like really go through their costume. Shout out to Danny from Pretty Hills. Like, she did that Piccolo because I had to figure out who that was.
She trashed niggas with that Piccolo too.
No.
Pause.
Yeah, and she was like one of the only two, I think. So they kept like trying to find the other one for her to take a picture, but they couldn't find it. So the panel was super dope. It's weird being on the other side of things because I'm the one that's typically doing the hosting. So it was weird just kind of sitting in that moment. But Docta D brought back a very, very original piece to talk about, which I appreciated. And I will talk about that with the boys tomorrow. But it was just really dope to, sometimes you don't really recognize or see your own growth. So when you see it, like, 4 years later, you're like, oh man, people are about 100 pounds lighter. I'm co-owner. This one has Complex. Like things are very different. So that part of it was very heartwarming to feel that, and it was cool because we were coming down from New York. So people are all like, "Oh my God, you came all the way down!" It's like we support each other. You guys have come up to New York, so it's only right that we come down and return the favor. Karaoke. Whew. I highly recommend if you are at an event to sit in between Corey and Fam. I definitely think it's a must seating arrangement to be done because I got one next to me that knows all the words to the song. Then I got the other one that don't know a damn song. So
I knew one song. Thanks, Brian.
Yeah, shout out to Brian because that's the only song he knew. Unbelievable. But no, it was so dope. And because I do karaoke at home here in New York with friends and stuff, so in karaoke spots never have wrestling theme songs unless they're actual songs. So it was really dope to just everybody kind of being in that element and like just going for it. Like we walked into the guy doing Cody, so it was just like, yeah, let's go. It's a great feeling when you can bring everybody together for that one thing. So it's major props to Dr. D for that because even when we do our viewing parties here in New York, like just to have a space where all of us that look like us, talk like us, are able just to enjoy wrestling, it's a beautiful thing. And you never know who you're gonna meet either. Like meeting Blake on the panel, I was like, oh.
It's funny because y'all actually met at Ring of Honor, and I had to remind him. He was like, "Oh, was this in passing?" When the first time I met you in person, he was standing next to him. We was talking about when Faye had just retired. He kept saying, "No, she didn't. No, she didn't." I was trying to make the connection at that time because me, Blake, and Amber had all went to the show together.
Yeah. I remember you, of course. I remember
Amber. I think that was to the day yesterday.
Bingo.
Week.
It was because it came up in my photos. Yep.
So that's 6 degrees of separation for you. So it was really meant to be for all of us to be on that panel at that time because I wouldn't remember that at all. I just barely remember getting to Maryland and going back. But the karaoke was dope. This one, not knowing the words, is probably the highlight of my whole weekend outside of the panel because the struggle, the look of loss, like he was lost, guys. It wasn't even like he tried to know the words because if you don't know a song, you catch it by the verse. He didn't know anything. Like just sat there, blank face, not knowing a damn word. And
I was drinking Crown Royal. You know what I'm saying? So
but I was comfortable.
I was comfortable.
In the theme song, he would have definitely got up and shouted. I just was upset no one did John Cena. So next year I vow to do My Time Is Now.
I thought somebody was about to.
That is the hardest.
That was definitely on the list. I was surprised too. And you could have came up, Queen. You could, anybody.
No, next year I got y'all. First of all, I was supposed to do a duet with Corey, but then he ended up being HBK. Thanks a lot.
He could have done a one-on-one.
Y'all could did the Sherry version.
Yeah,
right.
No.
I don't want to do HBK.
No, I didn't want to. I didn't want to do it. Yeah, I wanted to do something else. And I kept asking him. I was like, "Yo, what you want to do?" And then the next thing you know, he took off his jacket. I said, "Corey, you leaving?" He said, "No." I said, "Oh, okay." And then he got up and did Sexy Boy. I was just like,
he killed that joint too.
That was mandatory.
But no, it was such a dope vibe. Like we even to like the last few days, that's all we've been talking about here. Is BlerdCon to the boys and to everybody here in New York. So I'm definitely gonna bring an army next year. So get ready, okay?
Love it.
Oh, it's gonna be a party next year.
First of all, Brian H. didn't come. He didn't come by himself, right?
He come with an entourage.
He had an entourage. He bought Hugh and them Crocs, and he also he bought his employer. You know what I'm saying? He bought his employer. The other queen on the panel, the other young lady on the panel,
the mad esthetician,
as Miss Janelle from HR proceeds to call me by my government name in the middle of the panel.
Oh my God, guys, we're friends.
Right. But we was in a professional capacity. If you could have seen
whatever more professional than your first name, so
whatever is the opposite of no sell, like Supercell Saturday. When Amber Rodriguez heard my first name, fam, she was like, "Earl." It was one of the more amazing moments from the panel, man. But talk about Brian H. Talk about the weekend. Talk about what your favorite parts were there, and just what was dope.
You see, BlerdCon never disappoints, but I ain't gonna lie. A lot of times I would always have like something else going on, so I would get there for the wrestling panel, create some content, look around, and be out. This is the first time where I stayed both nights till 10 o'clock. I think the first night 10:30, and then the next one I was there till almost 1 o'clock, and I enjoyed it. Doc has a way of bringing the community together, and because of that, I've met so many different people. To be there and be sitting alongside, like, I mean, it gets no better than when you get to be there with your best friends. And if you have tiers, right? There's tiers in this wrestling community, and to be there with all my tier ones, to be able to be there next to Britt Waters and we sitting up there. The epic moment, like she told me, like, you seen your TikTok? I don't get that many. I got 200 followers on TikTok. This video got 2,000 plus views where I have the camera rolling as soon as I see it. She goes, "Fam, where's the rest of you?"
Where's the rest of you?
And I was like, oh, snap.
Yeah, that's funny.
And it was just, being there with her, being able to, Amber to come out. And like I said, me and Amber have been friends over 10 years. That video Doc posted, I remember Doc shared a photo with me a while ago when he took while he was working of us sitting down, and she was like 19, when we became like friends instantly. And she always like trusted me with her brand, and she's like, "Look, can I just pay you to do this?" And then somebody like Blake, who always has been, as Doc said it best, pro wrestlers kept secret. I forgot, we was gonna name the docuseries something, but then somebody got jammed up and they used the tagline. So the docuseries ended up becoming dedicated to hard work, which features so many people, including the Mia Yims, the Swerve, well, him, and the Leva Bates, and all of them in the world, and so for us to be able to, I remember meeting Doc and Corey at RCW. This was a show that Blake was booking. I met these guys at RCW, and at first of all, I thought Corey was cool because he had the blue belts. I never seen nobody come outside with the blue belts. He had the blue belts, and then Doc was sitting up there. He gave me this photo, and then I like found him on Facebook. He's like, "I'm glad you found me," and we've been brothers ever since. My first WrestleMania trip at WrestleMania 28. These guys helped me like navigate the space. So to be able to do all this full circle, it was like, to me, this was the best BlerdCon for me because it just felt like everything just fell in place. And watch out for the recap video that we're going to prepare. But it's just like everything just fell in place to be there with everybody, be there with, and I know it's going to be even better next year, and I don't sing. I don't do karaoke, but Amber and Blake dared me. They said, "We're not leaving till you sing Real American."
I
said,
stop.
Okay.
Stop blaming that on
They did. Ask them.
You had no way you was leaving that room. You seen that mic? You said, "I'm representing."
Just for the BRP.
I probably wouldn't have done Hogan's music. Y'all know where I stand.
Which one you would have done?
I don't know. I don't know.
Why did you do Voodoo Child?
They dared me to do Real American, but his music isn't like the first one I sing.
Just so y'all know, for the BRP family, it's already posted on YouTube. Just so y'all know. So basically, I put it under there. There are two YouTube clips. One is and one is the main karaoke, and then for the after when Judas was done. Then there was the rest, and I was like, there's no way I could close it out with that, so I'll just call it a post-game show, and then it starts off with Brian with Real American. So,
oh boy,
yes. So
because you are a real American.
I had one of my friends text me the video. They saw it on your stories, Janelle, and it was like, this got to go viral. No, they was like, this got to go viral. I was like,
it actually really should. You know what? I should have tagged Hogan in it. I'm sorry.
Do it. I don't care. I mean, he follows the wrestling realm, so I'm good.
Oh, really?
After we did the NWO spoof where we recreated that, better than the Bullet Club because theirs was too clean. He followed us. Eric Bischoff quote tweeted it. And then I showed it to Bischoff in Dallas. He was like, yeah, he really appreciated it. And Hogan followed us. I remember FaceTiming Dwayne. He was like, yeah, he probably needs some black people. So yeah, hit the follow button.
That meant the quote. Oh,
Damn. Listen, my favorite story of the week, and I'll tell it really, really quick. There are three of us, right? And it's first night, and most of the folks have gone on home or sitting down somewhere, and it just boiled down to me, Britt, and Mr. My Kicks and My Fits. We out there, and there's a secondary dance floor, not the big dance floor. There's a secondary dance floor, right? And we out there, and they're playing the in the big dance floor. They playing like the rave music, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, they did that the first night. Thank God I was there the second night.
The DJ, it was the DJ was playing like club music, like regular what you would hear in the club, music, like outside by the arcade area. So we all out there, and we grooving or whatever. We sitting there chilling or whatever, and Corey got this little look in his eye. And Britt see it first. She hit him with the elbow. Go ahead out there. Nah, I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying I be dancing, but I'm chilling. 5 minutes later, I hit him. See, go ahead out there. Nah, man, you know I don't want to kill him this year. You know what I'm saying? So 5 minutes later, me and Britt look. Corey's no longer standing next to us. Now he's got his toes dangling over the edge of the pool, as it were. Right at the edge of the dance floor, and then the right go-go joint came on. All of a sudden, Corey was in the air. He was all the way up. See what happened, man? I see the music took control. Like, you, what happened?
Yeah, look, that goes all the way back to like college. Just because, I mean, at Eastern Shore, I went to Maryland Eastern Shore. Go Hawks.
Oh, you went to school far.
I mean, it's. It wasn't that many of us, so everybody from DC, PG County, we all stuck together.
Mm-hmm.
And it just every once in a while, when you feel like you're back home, we party. So that's what it was, and that's really what it was. That really was it. So I was like, all right, kill it a little bit, and then I'm done. That's it. Get them hyped, and then I'm out.
Yeah, he came off. He said, "Yeah, that's all y'all gonna get. That's all y'all gonna get. I got you, though. I got you, baby." Yeah, listen, I'm not gonna lie, man. Last year I came and I knew the panels were going on, and also like I brought my son with me, and so for the majority of the day I let him, go play the video games and check out all the vendors and whatnot. And for that 1 hour, hour and a half or whatever, look, you had to go ahead in Doc's panel, and I was just, just because it looked like something cool. I checked it out. And then, Brian H. Waters snitched I was in the audience, whatever. I was in there chilling. Yeah, there go bro fam right there. I felt like, you remember that scene on New Jack City? Kareem Akbar, the educated brother from the back. Nah. But no, we it was different last year because I had my son with me, so it was like panel, handshakes, meeting everybody out.
Mm-hmm.
This year it was get there when I felt like it on Friday, checked into the hotel, it came out, and it was party. You know what I'm saying? It was a fun time. It was cool. I hadn't seen Janelle since last year, like November, when we were down there for the panel for there, and I was so happy that Janelle couldn't cuss people out this year like she did at Legends.
Yes, she did.
Like I told him, I said his peoples was talking, so you gotta put respect on the panel's name. Like I will stop. I will Thanos all this shit.
That was
so they
funny.
gave me my 10 minutes.
Yeah, that was funny.
And then they went to partying. Okay, I can go party. I used to teach, so I know how to.
I believe
see, that's how I know. That's why when it comes to Janelle and I, it's that September in us. It's that September in us. We got everybody can chill and have fun and so forth, but there's crowd control. It's still such a thing as crowd control.
I thought it was an amazing. I really liked the second day where Doc, you formatted it where you threw up a throwback clip on the Titantron and gave everybody on the panel their flowers and kind of, gave us a chance to, let the folks that may not know who we are and what our journey was kind of share that, man. Do you have a vision of what you're looking for in 2023 at BlerdCon? Have you started to kind of bubble and think about what you want to do next?
Yes, and like I said, the idea is kind of already mapped out on what I want to do, but I just want to share it amongst the players that involved, and which is pretty much y'all are a part of it anyway. So there's something that I will make it publicly known, as the months go by and so forth, leading to BlerdCon 2023. But of course, you all have an idea of what next year is going to look like. But there's something else that I really want to reach out to the BlerdCon family about and see where are they at in terms of something else that we have been looking for a while. And I'll just leave it like that.
That's what's happening, man. I'm looking forward to it. I know it will be amazing. I'll go around the panel one more time. Like I said, I'm not keeping y'all all night. We'll start with Corey. What was your highlight of the weekend, man? And what was your favorite part?
I think just getting to hear from other people in the audience. I think the audience participation is important, and I know we get to tell our stories, but to hear from them and hear their insight based on what they've been paying attention to in the panel is always cool. And I like to hear the back and forth, both for the intelligent stuff that we hear and sometimes some of the off the wall stuff you hear too. And it's kind of like, for the entertainment value. I mean, no question's a dumb question, but sometimes some stuff comes across really funny. So yeah, that's probably my favorite part.
Janelle, same question.
Outside of you not knowing any songs, we'll work on that the next year. Okay, we got about 11 months to get you together at least a 3-song karaoke track of
I'm doing Grab Them Cakes by Junkyard Dog next year. You know what I'm saying? GRABC8. Nah, you know what I mean?
And then
you just spell grab cakes almost. So you
got
him.
He got a whole year to learn it.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna get that together. But outside of that, I mean, just really being at a convention that was for us and by us. Like I've never like I said, it was my first time I went to Comic-Con back in October here in New York. And you get people from all over the world that come and, be here and for that. But to be in, of course, Chocolate City or outskirts of Chocolate City. But just to really see, Black people really enjoy their characters, enjoy what they love. And, even the guy that asked the question at the panel, he flew in from Houston. So you're getting people from the other inner cities to come out, but that look like us and that love that type of entertainment. So I think just that was dope, and especially the families. Like you have families that dressed up together, that they had the babies. Like that stuff is dope. Like because those are the memories you live for. So it was pretty good.
Hey, keep it a bean. BlerdCon smelled better than Comic-Con. Because we don't
didn't
play.
Really smell.
We don't play.
Yeah.
Comic-Con didn't really smell though. Like, and to be fair, I really went for the panel and
just
then
for
I
the
hung
panel.
out, and then I left. I went to a concert at the Garden, so it was really like
BlerdCon didn't stink.
Right.
So, they didn't. It's not the same though.
Yeah, it was a little
just
more
like Fight Club. Fight Club didn't stink.
Correct, and that was a wrestling event.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I know what you wrestling niggas.
Battle Club, Black Wrestle Fest. None of that stuff.
Oh, of course,
yeah,
of course.
But I've said this before.
It's
Battle
Cocoa
Club,
Metal where we at.
Battle Club is the most gangster promotion on the East Coast. I was glad to be there for all of it. For all of it.
It's so many different. We are a melting pot here, literally.
Hey man, some of them niggas underarms smell like a melting pot. Brian H. Waters, your favorite part of the weekend, man?
Honestly, hanging out both days. You know, just the I always say the conventions, the panels are great. I love them. The work sessions or whatever when you go to like these professional conventions, but the networking happens on the let outs and the hangouts. That was my point. You know, it's no secret. I love y'all. You know, wait, we on Black Wrestling. I love y'all niggas. So so to be able to just hang out with everybody, like I said, not trying to be in and out, but you know, Janelle and Danny, they coming from New York. So it's not like I could see them at any independent show or any WWE show. You know, like to me, it's not a show that's complete if I don't see Doc and Corey, right? Because it's just, that's been my life for the past 12 years. Like every time I'm at a show, I'm going to see them one way or another, you know? But to be able to just hang out with everybody, you know, and be, whether it was just outside at the dinner we had, or just, you know, so that was my favorite part. Like I said, I love y'all niggas. So being able to just hang out with everybody, catch up, you know, act a fool. It's this circle, as I always say. Where was y'all when I was growing up? I'm glad I found y'all, man. It took me about 30 plus years.
I was in Severn.
You was in Severn the whole time. My uncle used to live in Severn, may rest in peace. But the thing is, like, this community, like I said, the toxic niggas don't come outside. I said this on those wrestling girls earlier. The ones that want to create and stir up stuff, they don't come outside. They sit in the house and they get behind their keyboards.
True.
Yeah, like think about it. That's why it's never no drama. But every time when everybody's around, it's just all love. And that's what I really enjoy. Just seeing that love, that positivity spread, you know. And this has been, I mean, goodness gracious, 2022 has been great, you know. From, you know, Fight Club to Dallas to BlerdCon, like, I mean, Black WrestleFest to BlerdCon, to see this whole community come together, to see everybody come together, that was my favorite part. Just everybody getting a chance just to hang out and just be themselves. That's the thing. We can all be ourselves around each other.
Yeah, man. I'm the new guy. You know what I'm saying? And y'all don't treat me like that. And that's probably my favorite part, man. Y'all don't treat me like, and outside of y'all treat me like I was there. You know what I mean? When Brian H. Waters had the regular in his head was wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Man, Doc pulled up that old footage, man. That was like, goodness gracious.
You were in every video. Like,
well, it just goes to show you the test.
Motown like Philly back again. That's when I saw that sweater. When I saw that sweater.
Oh, hey, you know, there's two, like I said, two of my best friends in the business, and I'm not one to use, like, in wrestlers, like, I don't befriend wrestlers. I got numbers in my phone that of like former world, you know, women's world champions just from working with them at WSU. But I'm not stupid either. I said there's three people: Amber Rodriguez, Ariella Nix, and Jay Bougie. And I said that on air. You know, to break kayfabe real quick. You know, but like that's it. Like, you know, everybody else like are really, 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 really good associates. You know, and will they? Some of them become friends? Yeah, but overall, like I said, just being able to just hang out with everybody and just have so much fun, you know. And like I said, even Doc pulling up the old stuff back in the Loafers days. I miss Loafers. I want a good burger.
Stadium pretzel, man. Stadium pretzel.
Last time I was at Loafers, my homeboy got into a fight. So it's been a long time since we've been to Loafers. Before we wrap things up, Doc, man, and I know it was a lot of great stuff this weekend, especially for you. What was your favorite part of the weekend?
Seeing everybody, and then after it was over, the rest. The rest. And because, like I said, you know, it's a lot of work putting it together, but I love the work. And that's what I wanted to convey to the panels, is that if they want to do what we're doing, they got to love the work. Because it's all fun when the product is finished for everyone to be entertained, whether you're a pro wrestler, whether you're a promoter like Janelle, whether you're a podcaster like Corey, Brian, Fam. You gotta, people love what we do, but if they want to do what they do, they gotta realize, just like with anything, you got to love to put in the work. Don't just enjoy the reward. Enjoy the work.
And that's what's dope about Doc is Doc got them gems, man. Doc seen it and he's putting this on, man. Doc, we appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Before we get out of here, man, y'all let the folks know how they can get at you on social media. Miss HR.
Well, you guys can follow the Job of Tears podcast at the Job of Tears podcast on all social media platforms. You can subscribe to our YouTube page, where you can also enjoy your sports. Shout outs to Dre, and many other episodes and different shows we've done over the past 4 years. And then last but not least, August 19th is Black Girl Magic. Make sure to come out and support Taylor in her second year doing it. And then, of course, August 20th, Saturday, in Brooklyn, Jobber Slam 2 house party. We are excited. Flyer will be out this week, I promise. Match cards will be following every week leading up to Jobber Slam. So we do have a few surprises as well that I can't tell anybody. Sorry. But we hope you guys to come out, support, hashtag support independent wrestling. I'm not gonna tell you anything. Anything. Not a word. Okay, wait, I'll give you a hint. Sweat.
Nope. I already know. That's what's up.
He did not expect that to come, and I was like, well.
Brian H.
Follow me at Brian H. Waters and follow at Wrestling Realm. Check us out on YouTube. Check out all the videos. We got Black Wrestle Fest vlog that Dwayne put a lot of time in, so shout out to him for that. So you want that experience, you can check that out. He'll be working on the BlerdCon stuff as well. Yeah, we shot it and we sending him to edit it. We also got a few podcasts, especially with Corey and Fam and Britt, where we had a lot of fun on there talking about BlerdCon. You can also check out the previous years. If you go in the realm Wrestling for the Culture, you see Doc on there from 2 years ago, 3 years ago, the second BlerdCon we did. So yeah, a lot of content on the Wrestling Realm YouTube channel, and we also on all podcast platforms. And subscribe to our Patreon.
Brother Corey.
Yep, it's right there. My kicks are my fix. And then, you can catch me on Tuesday nights on Turnbuckle Talk with Mimi.
That's what's up, man. Doc, let the folks know where they can get at you, brother.
There it is right there. There it is right there. Everywhere. Facebook, YouTube. Yeah, speaking of YouTube, it would be nice to get some follows and subscribes. Wink, wink. Since I always like and follow everyone else's YouTube page, I'm just saying. But there you go, right there. Instagram is private because I avoid the bots. But if I know it's y'all, then I definitely will accept y'all requests. But everywhere: Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and that's it.
That's what's up, man. At Black Wrestling on all social media. BlackWrestling.com is the site. Shout out to Cal, Mimi, Brother Math, and Brother Drip. I'm IlFam790, your social media choice. Beyond Answer the podcast and Captain Broadband, Bruderman Phillips, Sticky the Dragon Steamboat, Pod Chan Pod, God's favorite podcast, the Potty Pipe. I'm here to podcast, Chew Bubblegum, and I'm all out of Dentine Nights, man. And I'm all out of podcasts, man. Peace.
He know how to do all of that and still need to do some wrestling. So